live from our studio.
Hey, we're here. You're here. Everybody's here. We're doing a live thing again. Who knew? Well, I guess you knew, and I knew, and everybody else knows. So, as per usual, we're gonna wait for the chat to warm up. So I'm going to hit my button and go over to our community tabs, and we'll go look at that kind of stuff. So let's get to our little in-between screen. You may notice something new here. It says, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. Let me go back on this one second. Let me come back to this a second. So apparently I get a lot of messages saying that, hey Paul, hey Bestow TV, we don't know when you're on. You know, I catch your stuff when it's way over, and YouTube never notifies me. And I did a little research this week, and it's like, yeah, like very little of you have the bell icon clicked, and YouTube's just like, meh, we won't bother notifying those people anyway. So if you want to know, make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, and do whatever else our YouTube overlords want us to do to actually make something that should work out of the box, but doesn't always work out of the box. But the rest of you pretty much see it on the Facebook of Faces and the tweets of Twitters and all that other stuff. So, yeah, so I guess I'm going to have that up there. So don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell, please. Please. And now we go to last week's poll. So bear with me on this one, because the last week's poll was submitted to us by a user. Paul Tidd submitted to us where he wanted to know what Joe from the G.I. Joe franchise is good at, would be good at giving you directions to the grocery store. Now, what I'm about to read is not what you're seeing on the screen, which says Duke 15%, Cobra Commander 34%, Sergeant Slaughter at 46%, Mindbender and Other at 0%, which would have made Sergeant Slaughter the winner. However, seconds before I was about to go live, a couple more of you came in, voted, and changed the percentage. So Duke is now at 20%, and Cobra Commander and Sergeant Slaughter tied at 40%. I want to know. Here, I got to go back to this. I want to know who voted for Cobra Commander. Who trusts Cobra Commander to give you directions to the grocery store? That's a lot of faith that you want that Cobra Commander is going to send you in the right spot. We'll go to this back to our polls thing so that I can hide the fact that I'm reading off of a cue card. Oops, did I say that out loud? Paul Tidd said, of course, Cobra Commander would try to mislead you with fake directions, but actually get you to the store faster, ruining his evil plans. Or, you know, maybe the store that he tries to send you to is a store that funds Cobra, but ends up getting it wrong in the end. And, you know, CVS, the C in CVS stands for Cobra. And then, of course, you know, the receipts at the Cobra Supply grocery store are longer than the battle cry, guaranteed. And of course, April Peacock, who was one of our last-minute voters, said, I don't know anything about G.I. Joe, so I had to hire a consultant to ask this question. He said that Duke is the boring, easy answer. So I guess I didn't ask for anything interesting and creative answers to answer, so that is it. So they voted for Duke because that was just the boring, easy answer. Let's go to next week's poll. Well, I'll give you a little bit more about, I mean, this is going to be longer than next week's poll, but this is going to be up for a little bit. Of course, you know, like the subscribe and the ring bell and how YouTube works 100% all the time, make sure you go to youtube.com/bestowtv/community to even vote on these things. And if you're going via phone, you may not get there. That's why you have to type in the darn thing, because YouTube. But we're considering of like doing a live feed that's based on board games. Is there any interest in seeing a live feed based on board games? And if so, you know, then our board games will probably be single player. So we would be looking for like either doing single player Marvel Legendary, single player G.I. Joe building, deck building game, Transformers deck building game also in single player, and Champions well, not really a deck playing game. I mean, there's decks there, but it's not the same. It's not the same. So if you guys vote for one of those, if you'd like to see it, I'd like to test run it. We might test run it on a Wednesday show, but we may actually do another show down the line that would be on a different day. So that is that. Now I got to find my buttons because my buttons are all over here, and I always got to look away and got to sit there and fumble because I got to have 50 buttons to just do one thing. Technology is wonderful. So, you know, we've got this whole thing right here. We've got the question about the board games, and we just happen to have some legendary in here. And I mean, I'm sure that the title and the description and the thumbnail already ruined whatever's in this box. But before I get to that, let me get into this little thing. So those that tuned in last week and saw the G.I. Joe unboxing, unwrapping, uncellophaning, got to see all these done one-on-one. I'm not gonna go through the details of doing these again, but if anybody wanted to note, I got one full set of that out of that unboxing, and I got a partial set. I'm only missing like maybe anywhere between 5 to 15 cards. I didn't keep an exact count. So those who are interested in what we did last week, there it is. And I'm sure if I put the dot, I think it's here. No, it would be here. I think there's like a little thingy bobber that I can put right there that you can click on it. You can go there. You can go to the live, or you can just go into the live tab and look at all the past live feeds. They're all chapters, so if you don't want to listen to some of the BS that I talk about, you can just skip right to the unwrapping. I don't mind. It don't hurt my feelings. I understand. I mean, I get it. I get it. I get it. Not everybody has 2 hours to watch G.I. Joe unwrappings, but I wonder what's in this. So you know, if anybody's in the chat, I'm about ready to open this. So people in the chat, you know, go ahead and start sending in any questions that you would like to be me to answer live. But otherwise, I'm going to get into this mystery box that is no longer a mystery because it's all over the title above. Right, I guess the title's below now, the description's below. Let's just get into it. Enough for flapping the yap. And so there's a couple things in here. So we'll start with these are the bonus things that were sent. So maybe I'll go to overhead. Where's the overhead? Go to overhead. There we go. Now actually like switch to overhead. Like all right. So we've got 2 bonus cards that came with the shipments. And of course then the actual shipment. So sorry, I can't part without tradition. Yeah, I'll go. Okay. So we've got some bonus cards. We've got the Red Skull. Upper Deck actually sealed this card. They actually put a sticker over it so it can't come out, but it's kind of a special card. I don't know if you would actually play it because it's one of the Masterminds. Actually, it might be a set of 4 Masterminds. There actually might be 4 cards in there, not just one. I kind of want to get in there, but then they kind of sealed it. But you know, I kind of want to get in there. I guess no guts, no glory. Somebody out there is going to be mad at me, but I'm going to try to break the seal. Sorry. It is no longer mint. Only because I think there's, yeah, it's, geez, it's a thick card. It is actually only 1 card. It's just a really thick card. It is the Red Skull Mastermind on a clear plastic. I will try to remember. I'll wait till the end of the show since I have to kind of dig behind in the boxes behind me. But I can show you what the normal Mastermind card looks like. But yeah, it's painted on thick plastic, and I probably can't see through the camera, but it's like the Red Skull and some of the stats and stuff are on the upper part, and then Red Skull himself is on the lower. So it actually kind of gives a kind of a 3D effect, which is kind of cool. But that's the first bonus card that came from Upper Deck themselves, which is the company that makes Legendary. And then the second one is, and I believe this is an alternate art. Now they didn't seal this one, so I guess I'm free to pull this out. But I believe this is alternate art. I'm not 100% sure. I have to, I'm going to cheat and look at the packing receipt. Maybe it says on there. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't say. I think this might be alternate art. One way to find out is just to get into this box right here. So let's go back to the. I can't even do it on the slick. I can't be slick and be like, hit the button. Oh, it never never changed. It never changed. I'm still in the overhead shot. So let's get into this. Let's get into this dilly-do. Messiah Complex expansion for Legendary. Welcome anybody in the chat. So, oops, guess I should. There he is. One deck. See, now I think, yeah, this is multiple man, and that card down there is multiple man. Oops, the rules and the box. I actually won't throw the box. I want to keep the box. Rules. Now I won't get into this is just to show off the cards today. I won't get into the rules and how they affect until maybe we do, you know, if y'all want to see a live stream of a play, I'll play probably the base set and then maybe throw these in a little bit later. But let's go to the overhead shot. Which one? This one? This one. This one. This one. This one. Excuse me. Jeez. Kind of unfair. It was already open. All right. So we have the Stepford Cuckoos, which are recruitable, so you can recruit them into your hand. So these are your good guys. So this is your. They usually come. They come in different modes. So this is one mode. This is a different mode. This is a third mode. Usually, their modes go up with make a higher cost. So I'm not sure why they're low cost and a lot higher. So usually you get like their ultimate, and it's like 4 or 5 cost. I mean, this is what it costs to get them, but so this is probably their highest form, is the Stepford Cuckoos. Maybe I'll briefly go over the directions again. I mean, I got to do a revision on my end as well to relearn how to play it. We've got Boom Boom. So this is based off the Messiah Complex, so this should all be mutants. There doesn't seem to be any more Boom Booms. So that's the only Boom Boom. Only one Boom Boom to the Boom Boom. Darwin. Only one pair of Darwin. Layla Miller. Special Sidekick. Okay, so, Special Sidekick, Special Sidekick, Special Sidekick. Okay. I will tell you what sidekicks are in a second. Prodigy, Special Sidekick. Rock Slide, Special Sidekick. Rusty Firefist Collins, Special Sidekick. Skid, Special Sidekick. I see why there's only two of these. So, in Legendary, there are sidekicks that there's a spot that you can actually recruit sidekicks from. So when these come up, you can actually, these don't come up in the boss section of the board. These come up in the sidekick section of the board. And then they allow you to recruit for low cost. They usually do like low to no damage. Like he only does 1 attack. This just basically gives you some, one of their, I forget what these are called. Awesome. 1 attack. +0, +0, +0 attack, especially +0 recruitment. It adds to your recruitment cost. Let's see here. The most recent other hero you played this turn has a star icon. You get +2. If it is an attack icon, it has +2. If it has both, you get both. So when you play this card and the hero that you played before this has a star icon or an attack icon, then this guy gets +2, +2. Or just +2 for each. And then Boom Boom, who has a +0 to attack, but she has Time Bomb, where you get +1 attack and put this on top of your deck. Boomer, you get +3 attack, put this on the bottom of your sidekick stack. Or Meltdown, you get +4 and you KO this and gain a wound. I will try my best to follow up on that. So here we got Henchmen Villains. So we get, these are some of the villains. So these are Mr. Sinister clones. These are things that you fight. A lot of those. Because they're henchmen. So there probably should be 10 of them, I'm guessing, right? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, because there's 10 henchmen usually. Sentinel Squad 1. These are also henchmen. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are things that you fight again. Donald Pierce. So this is a villain. He belongs to the team of the Reavers. Bonebreaker, villain that belongs to the Reavers. Skullbuster, a villain that belongs to the Reavers. Pretty Boy, a villain that belongs to the Reavers. Predator X, Purifier's villain. I actually like that this one. And they're all, yeah, okay. They all do different things, but I love that they're color-coded. They're all different. It's green, yellow, red, black, and blue. But each one attacks a different, whatever the, I can't remember what the icons mean. I will take a look when I get a chance. So this is the leader, Leper Queen from the Purifiers. Reverend William Stryker from the Purifiers. Cameron Hodge from the Purifiers, which is a team. Uniscone from the Alkalites. Tempo from the Alkalites. Frenzy from the Alkalites. Random from the Alkalites. Silver Samurai from the Clan Yoshida. Scarlet Samurai from the Clan Yoshida. Gorgon from the Clan Yoshida. Lord Shingen from the Clan Yoshida. And Lady, okay, so this is a villain, but these are masterminds. So these are the things, these are the bad boys, the bad guys that you fight. So like this is a mastermind as well. So you've got a Lady Deathstrike mastermind, which masterminds are usually two-sided. I think if I recall, this at one side is your base and one side is your more advanced side. Because typically you pile these. Let's see here. Yeah. So this is your top card, and then these are each different iterations. It's just she gets stronger and stronger as it goes on usually. Bastion, who's a mastermind. And now, like, so these kind of help you with the layout of the cards. So she always leads the Reaver. So when this goes out, the Reavers, these Reavers usually go in, and then you usually pick one set of henchmen. So it's the Reavers, whichever henchmen that go in there and that. There's also scenarios, which I haven't gotten to yet, which also dictate what all goes into it. But like fusion, of course, all Sentinel Master modes get +1. Each Sentinel strike on this KO pile, even after... Okay, so all Sentinel Masterminds get +1 attack for each Master Strike in the KO pile, even after Bastion is defeated. And this looks like... So this is all Bastion, I believe. But he has just all different types of forms. Yeah, okay. Epic Mastermind. So Epic is your advanced. So the Epic is on the opposite side. Except for these guys. Make me a liar. So we got Master Mole of the Sentinel Factory, which is under Mastermind. Oh, these are tactics, that's why. Mastermind Tactic, Template, Infected Sentinel, Mastermind Tactic, Nimrod, Future Sentinel, Machine Man, Sentinel Supreme. These are tactics. I have to freshen up to remember what tactics are. I'm sorry. Exodus, Mastermind. And of course the different forms, different power-ups. 32 attack, and then a star. Where is the star? What does the star do? What do the star do? Doesn't say. Probably in the rules it will say. Oh, these are... I remember. Hold on. I'll try to give myself a refresher at the end. All right, so here's the schemes. These are what you're trying to complete. So we've got raid gene banks. There's a singularity. Unleash anti-mutant bioweapon. Oh, so these are veiled and unveiled schemes. I think this is a new mechanic. So you raid the gene banks and then as a veiled scheme, and then when you hit a certain goal, it flips and it becomes unleash the anti-mutant bioweapon. There's a singularity investigations to reveal the hero's evil clones. Hacks for evil servers 2. Control the mutant messiah. And drain mutants' powers 2. Open rifts in the future timelines. Here's a bystander who is a cloning technician. If you save bystanders, this will go in your deck. Some bystanders, this bystander actually helps you. When you rescue this bystander, clone the hero next to me. Next to the hero you recruit this turn that has a printed cost of 3 or less. So clone is probably the keyword in this set. So let me clean up my mess a bit here. So there's our masterminds in there. These are the teams. These are the henchmen. Here. Henchman, bystander, scheme. All right, so we've got some multiple mans. So I believe this is one of the lower forms, so this is at a 4 cost. This one's at a 4 cost. This is also at a 4 cost. And this is his ultimate form, which is still at a 4 cost. Tactical formation. Alright, so tactical formation. There we go. Reabsorb duplicates multiple man. This has tactical formation 44. You may KO a card from your hand or the discard pile, and then if you have if it's part of the X team. If it's part of the X Factor team, you get to clone it. So this is the alternate art. So the bonus cards that they sent is the alternate art for his ultimate form. Richter, lowest form, is next up form, one more, and then his ultimate form. Only one of that one. I think usually there's only ever one of the. Choose a hero class and investigate that card of that hero class. This is a Siren. Hypnotic Call Siren. 3-octave Arpeggio Siren. And then her ultimate form is this Splintering Shriek Siren. Strong Guy, lowest form. He's the X Factor Investigations. Investigate the card that has the Hulk Punch and or the X Factor team. Absorb Kinetic Energy. Tactical Formation 4/4/5. You get +3 attack. This is go big. So big. Go big. Treasure Hunt Strong Guy. Three Sisters combined. This is M. When recruited, if it has a fist, you can clone it. Draw a card, Tactical Formation 3/3/3. You get +2 attack. Uncover Family Secrets. When recruited, if it has that symbol, clone it. Penance form. If you have a wound in your hand or discard pile, KO it and you get +1 attack. Otherwise, you gain a wound. You don't want wounds. Wounds just take up space in your hand and deck, and they're horrible. Interweaving powers. This is also M. When recruited, if it's from the X Factor, you can clone it. Transformation through 33/33. You got +3 attack. Strive for Greatness. This is Shatterstar. You might remember him from the Deadpool movie. When recruited, if it's of that icon, which I'll try to do better, you get to clone it. When you get another +2 stars, usable only to recruit heroes that cost 5 or more. So cost of 3, but he provides 2 recruitments. If you have that icon, draw a card. It's called Gladiator's Blades, Shatterstar. Bioelectric Surge, it's Shatterstar. Tactical Formation 55, you get +1 attack. Gene Splice Creation, Shatterstar. When recruited, this is X-Force. If it's part of Team X-Force, you clone it. You can shatter the Mastermind if you have those icons. Grim Tracker Warpath. Choose number 1 or more. Investigate a card of that cost. Grim Tracker Warpath. Endless Endurance Warpath. When you draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, draw 2 extra cards. So I think your hand draws 5 cards if I recall, so you get 2 extra cards. Dangerous Maneuver Warpath. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it costs 0, you may KO it. Tactical Formation 225, you get +3 attack. Superhuman Senses Warpath. Whenever you reveal or look at any number of cards from your deck this turn, you get +1 attack. And then more bystanders. Private Investigator Bystander. When you rescue this bystander, choose star or attack. Stars are your recruitment costs. Investigate for a card with that icon. And when you rescue a bystander, shatter a villain in the bank or shatter a hero in the headquarters space under the bank. real quick, huh? So this symbol means Marvel's Messiah Complex, so that's the symbol of the set. Oh no, that's the symbol for the X-Men. This symbol here is for X Factor. So you get team bonuses when you have the certain teams together. So you're trying to gather teams of a certain set. So this caters towards X-Men, X Factor, and X Force. Clone heroes. Okay, so here's what the clone. Multiple man in the Stepford Cuckoos are literal clones. M and her sisters can transform into copies of each other. Shatterstar is genetically engineered from clone DNA. All these use the new clone keyword, saying things like this icon clone. Clone means you may gain another copy of this card from the HQ headquarters. If there are none in the HQ, you may gain a copy of the hero from the hero deck and reshuffle it. Gain means that you put into your discard pile. If you clone a shield officer or a sidekick, search and reshuffle that stack instead. When recruited, clones. Some heroes say when recruited, clone. This means that when you use the clone ability immediately when you recruit this hero. Do it right after you put the recruited hero in your discard pile, after you refill its HQ space. You can clone villains, which means search the villain deck for a copy of this villain and it enters the city, ignoring further clone effects. Shuffle that deck. So if you clone it, it doesn't mean it comes in, and then if it says clone, you clone that one again. Again, no, it just gets cloned once. Shatter. Shatter means have the enemy's current attack round up to the nearest whole number. So you half it. Tactical formation. X-Force is known for their precise strike force tactics. So it means you can use this ability only if you have two heroes that cost... Okay, sorry. Tactical formation... No, wait, sorry. You can use this ability only if you have two heroes that cost 4 and one hero that costs 5. 4, 4, 5. Got it. I was wondering what the numbers mean. So tactical formation 4, 4, 5. You can use this ability only if you have two heroes that cost 4 and one hero that costs 5. You can count the tactical formation card itself. Heroes you have include heroes in your hand and heroes you've already played this turn, unless you've put them somewhere else like the KO pile or the bottom of your sidekick stack. Investigate means look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Reveal a card with a fist icon, the Hulk fist icon, from among them and draw it. Put the rest of those cards back on the top and or bottom of your deck in any order. That sounds fun. Prey. Put this villain in front of any player, in front of that player, preying upon them. Chivalrous Duel. Put a fighting enemy with Chivalrous Duel. All the attack you spend must come from a single hero name. Special sidekicks with the X students. So this set comes with 14 new special sidekicks. X-Men students, X-Men recruits, X-Force recruits, and X-Factor. When you set up, shuffle them face down into a sidekick stack. Once per turn, a player can pay 2 stars to recruit that sidekick from the top of the sidekick stack. And when you play a sidekick, return it to the bottom of the sidekick stack. Yeah, sidekicks are, if I recall, are like one use. Once you play them, then they kind of go back to the side, if I recall. Veiled and unveiled schemes. Enemies of mutantkind often hide their true goals until it's too late. All 4 schemes in this set are veiled schemes. They say unveiled scheme on the reverse side. When you use any of these scheme cards at the start with the veiled schemes face up. At a certain point, it will say the scheme transforms into a random unveiled scheme. This means you remove the veiled scheme from the game and replace it with a randomly selected unveiled scheme. So you don't even just flip the card; you pick a random other scheme. So one of those other schemes come in at random. You don't have a choice. So you may randomly select the reverse side of the veiled scheme you started with, or you might randomly select the unveiled scheme side of a different card. So you can include that one in your random selection or not. And then there's all of our stuff and everything else, so on and so forth. I am going to try, we're at our gosh darn limit again, but I will do my best to try to explain this for, I mean, I assume that people that are here may be here for the fans of the Legendary. I don't know if I want to insult myself, because it's been a while since I played Legendary. I played Legendary a lot during the lockdown as single player. I've just recently started picking up new sets. The last set that I picked up actually was the World War Hulk box set, which I don't even know if they do that anymore, but give me 1 second. It seems like they do the mini sets all the time. Although I think it used to be like a large set and then a mini set like once a year or whatever. So yeah, this is what I thought was going to happen. This is going to be a little bit too big for the overhead camera to kind of see. Didn't even. So this is bonus time. So I already did the unboxing. If there's something I didn't cover, please let me know. I'll try to cover it better. I will try to do more better. I promise. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you guys vote for Legendary on a future endeavor, actually I can cut off this end here because that's for bonus cards. So I might be able to get most of it into the frame, believe it or not. I'm not going to go too heavy duty into this, but say that we pick the Sentinel Squad as the henchmen, or actually let's do this. Because I have to dig out the base box, because you need the base set in order to play. Let's go with Lady Deathstrike. So Lady Deathstrike requires the Reavers. And again, this is very basic. I'm going to have to review off camera at some point. So she gets the Reavers, and I believe you get one of these thingamabobbers, the henchmen. And I believe, if I remember correctly, like the rules state that you can pick you get another set. I'm not going to shuffle them because, like I said, I'm not really getting into an actual game. But then you get the Mastermind. So the villains go here, the Mastermind goes here. You would get your sidekicks are right there at the edge. Sidekicks would go here. It would be face up. You could see what you're purchasing. You pretty much buy them as you need. If you were to, your scheme goes here. And then your and this is all based off of you pick so many heroes and pick however many heroes you're required to start the game. But basically they would go here as the game progresses. This is always full. Again, I know I didn't shuffle. I'm trying to do a very, very basic, but you would purchase from here into your hand to play out into the board. Your villains would move across here. So once your villains make it all the way out over to here, well then they escape. They hit the escape, and you start taking. It's not a good thing. You don't want the villains to escape, but you also don't want the Mastermind to be beating on you. Very rudimentary. I mean, I have to get out the base set because you still have the wounds, you still have the bystanders, you still have officers. The Masterminds gets the different strikes. There's different twists. So there's a lot more that goes into this. But I just wanted to give a very, very, very basic look at what the mat looks like. You know, if you guys vote for Legendary, or if I just decide to do a basic Legendary walkthrough, so that you know I can get my feet back underneath me and relearn how to do this, I most certainly can do it. Again, I apologize for any, but you know, that's basically it. That's the thing. That's the thing. I'm sure you guys came to see the cards, you came to see the unboxing, but I would like to explore the set a little bit more in the future, and I hope you guys would like to see it as well. So I am at my limit. I will try to sign off here. Let's do the. Don't forget to go to the community tab. Don't forget to vote. The thing that I didn't say about the community about the communities is that this will be up for over 2 weeks. I am going to be on break for about 2 weeks, so this will be up a little bit longer before we get to review it. I will try to post some other tidbits to the communities. Again, youtube.com/bestowtv/community. Let us know if what one of those that you would like to learn. I am April Peacock says I know less about Legendary than G.I. Joe. Yeah, I mean it's a fun game. I mean I'm a Marvel fan, so as you can see on there, that Marvel is listed twice. There's a Marvel what's it called? I can't read it. I can't see. Marvel Champions and Marvel Legendary. So there's two different types of Marvel sets. Basically because, you know, when we went into lockdown, I ended up getting into a lot of games that had a single player aspect. And you can play this single player, or you can play this up to 5 players. You can have up to 5 players playing. And what I like about Legendary is that this can be completely random. I actually have a app on my phone that has pretty much all the cards inputted, and you just hit the randomize button and it just randomizes it. And you deal with whatever heroes you get, whatever villains you get, whatever scheme you have, which is an aspect I would like to try out on a live feed. The Joe is single player. The Transformer one is single player. Yeah, lost my train of thought. The downfall of live video. Oh yeah, so I mean, Legendary I played. The G.I. Joe I've played a few times. Champions I've played a couple times, but I failed at it as a single player. But that's because the rules seem to be a little bit more complex than what I thought. So I think I've lost because I'm just not really playing it right. And then Transformers I haven't played yet at all, but hopefully I will get some time in during my downtime, during my 2-week break. I'm gonna do some playing of games, reading of novels. If you listen to the podcast and we were talking about like I have a novel that's built on my shelf for 5 years, and I've only read it halfway, and that's all where I've been for 5 years. I'm hoping to complete that novel, and again get some little bit more games under my belt, and hopefully when I get back, fresh perspective on Bestow TV and how to present this stuff and how to kind of do this. Again, I would like to do our Wednesday feeds where we're unboxing and everything, and possibly do a game night feed on either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday where we're playing one of these games and stuff. Our continued in-house, I would like to have a continued in-house edited piece, which would probably be Retro New Review, maybe the occasional moment of Geek Zen. Those are kind of, they don't get the views, but I kind of like doing them. They're kind of zen to me, I guess. And I don't know, I might be weeding out the shorts. I'm divided about the shorts. The stuff that I got were supposed to be for the live feed, and then there was just a lot of things, and then I tested out shorts because it was supposed to be it advertises the channel and gets people here. But then again, YouTube being YouTube, from my understanding, people who watch shorts only ever watch shorts. They don't come for the long form content. So YouTube only ever serves whenever I do a short to the people that did shorts. So it's confusing, where it's like, well, when I did the Lego minifigures, I'd rather do them as a live feed, because it's like, well, there's the mystery of opening the pack. That mystery's gone when it's a short. So I don't know. I don't know the status of shorts at this time. I mean, it's give or take. It's good traffic to the channel. It's good subscribers, but I don't know if those subscribers return to the channel. Again, I have to say it. Subscribe, tell a friend, ring that bell, eat a burrito, munch on some cheese, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks. I'm going to do some unboxings, maybe unshippings. I'm going to start using my own term as for unshipping videos, and I think I'm going to do something fun with that. There's a lot of boxes left over from last year we never got to. So I'm hoping to maybe have some fun with it. So I thank everybody that shows up and my loyal fans that are always in the feed, that are here every week and are always chatting or yelling stuff at me or whatever. Feel free to join us at the Friends of Bestow TV on Facebook, Patreon, Discord, all these other things that YouTube hates me to send you guys to. But Doug, chat me up, and I want to know. I want to know what do you guys want to see? What would you like out of the channel as well? I have babbled long enough. I have overstayed my welcome, and I thank you very much for being here. If I skipped over, I know I went through the cards super fast, but if I skipped over anything, let me know. I can do an in-house bit, or we can come back and do another live showing if I'm like, you forgot things. You didn't remember what this meant. I will definitely come back. But as for now, so long and